Hi, my name is Kylie of Phoenix and welcome to your full moon in Libra yoga class for the 7th of April 2020. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. We're just starting off with a little bit of an activation here, just shaking down to the floor. And and if you have any concerns about your mental, emotional, physical health with respect to doing a yoga class, please do consult your health professional before continuing with the class. I do give modifications and suggestions as we work our way through, but you need to take responsibility for that. And if you do have any concerns, just pulling back a little bit if you have any concern about any of the movements that we do today. And then just bring your hands up again. If you have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, just keep the hands nice and low here, not bringing them up too high above your head. And then across to the right. So I hope everyone's going okay in their isolation at the moment, and finding some way to make it work for them around the left. And yes, we do have our full moon in Libra, and we're just going to bring the feet a little bit further apart and go around in a circle. Of course, Libra is all about finding balance. And it is quite an emotional sign. It can be quite an emotional sign as well. But there's lots of other stuff going on at the moment with the planets, and of course with the virus, and with what we're finding ourselves experiencing at the moment. And I've been doing quite a few more different videos with respect to that on the Isolated Connection group on my Facebook group. So you can have a look at that as well. Let's go the other way. So what we're going to be focusing on today is really allowing you to come into your power, okay, to find power inside of this isolation, inside of being forced to pull back, to follow the rules, these very stringent rules, and to actually find power inside of this confinement and this isolation and this restriction. So going around one more time. Also, just a letting go. So finding power, finding balance, obviously. There's going to be a fair bit today on finding balance and coming into balance. Finding creative solutions with what you're faced with at the moment. So being able to really branch out and feel a little bit more like you've got some control over what's going on. We'll also... Freedom is a biggie. So we're actually going to be doing some movements today that are specific around finding freedom. And our big energy block release today, our big sequence we're going to be doing, so just reaching up, again, just within your own limits here, finding inner strength and self-esteem, inner conviction, and allowing you to realise your personal power. So that's what our energy block release today is all about. So it really is finding your own power, standing in your own power. That's what this is all about, finding that balance. Because the virus has actually, we were already very, very much out of balance with respect to, and I'm not speaking about people personally, I'm just speaking as a human race. We were very, very busy. We were, there was a lot of focus on things that we're not actually focusing on right now. Okay. And something needed to give us a kick, and this is what it was. Not passing any judgment on anybody at all. We're all a collective human race, and we're all definitely a little bit too busy and a little bit too focused on certain things. So this is a way to push us back in the other direction, but now we need to find balance. We need to find that middle point, not too far in that direction and not too far in the other direction. So finding that balance, okay. So it's a bit of an exciting class, this one. There's lots of stuff going on. Let's tap opposite knee with opposite hand. This is a good way to find balance as well, because this activates your left and right hemispheres. So it actually gets your left brain talking to your right brain and the other way around as well. And you can actually go for your heels if you can find them back there. Of course, you can play some nice upbeat sort of music for this section if you like. If that sort of motivates you a little bit more. And we will definitely now, after having our rehearsal class the other day, start to schedule in times for people to actually start being a bit more accountable for doing their class. So there you go. And then let's do some hip circles there. All right, we have done this EBR before as a class here in Deniliquin, and I've definitely done it with the girls over in Canberra as well a few times. So those of you who have done classes with me before, you've probably seen this one before, around the other way. But of course, I will always talk you through it step by step. It's got a lot of affirmations in it. This is really the only energy block release or even sequence that I do. Let's do some little figure eights with our hips now. It's about the only one that I do that actually does have quite a few affirmations in it. So mantras, things that I say at certain points to help us release certain energy. Very, very, very powerful energy block release, this one. Very effective. So if you can focus what it is that's making you feel disempowered, let's go the other way, and what it is that you need to release, and what you can actually draw on, the energy that you can actually draw on to actually move forward through this really difficult time. And definitely join the Isolated Connection group that I have on Facebook. Put your hands up, you can do some figure eights here, but just keep the hands below the eyes if you do have the blood pressure, heart condition or shoulder issues. Okay. And you can also come towards the floor, but again, if there's any sinus issues, ear, eye, nose, throat issues, blood pressure issues, just keep that head above the waist. Glaucoma, detached retina, also keep your head above the waist there. And you can be quite creative here. And this is also going to open up your creativity. We're going to do a beautiful asana, which I definitely have not done here in Deniliquin as yet. That's sort of quite exciting, actually. And it does open up that freedom. It really gives you that freedom. So that feeling of freedom, which we all sort of, I think, would need at the moment. Yeah, okay. So coming back in, scooping under. So we always do a little bit of an activation at the start, so I can have a bit of a chat, tell you what's coming up, what we're doing, what's happening with the stars and the planets. We're also, numerologically speaking, by the way, we've just headed into an 8 months. So April is an eight universal month for us. Okay, we're having a 4 universal year. So it is very much about stopping. This year, numerologically speaking, is the year to it's a master year, by the way, as well, because it's a 2-2. It's stopping and really resting and really pruning back the hedges and really just taking stock and decluttering and really just taking that time. So with respect to what kind of year we're having as a universal year, it actually makes sense that that this is when something like this has happened to us. So yeah, the yoga will of course help you with just finding that power inside of actually stopping. Okay, so palms facing away from each other, opening up the shoulders, leaning forward just a little bit, breathing out, and then breathing in, opening up, and breathing out, and in. So just allowing the spine to wake up. This is just activating the body to get it ready for the yoga. There you go. And one more, breathing out and in. Lovely. Okay. Step the right foot forward, hands up, bring the foot to the middle and then to the back. So we're just going forwards and backwards with our right foot. I'll mirror you, so this is your right leg throughout the yoga class today and every day. Okay. And let's switch to the other side. You can do slightly bigger steps than me. I'm just a little bit restricted here because of my the platform that I can work on with the video there. Okay, and one more. A little bit of a bend in your lower back there. Lovely. All right. You can grab a wall if you need to, or even keep your foot on the floor if you've got any hip issues, osteoporosis, ankle issues, or you can just bring that leg up and give it a little bit of a shake. Woo! And circles with your ankle And the other way. Today, for the very first time in my whole life, I actually managed to start up a wood fire, which I'm sure some of you will find quite hilarious, which was definitely a coming into my power. I had to ring my mother's partner to get advice on what I was supposed to do. I did Google it, and then I was like, no, I need to talk to him. So I did, surrendered, and did what I needed to do to get it started. So that was very cool. But now it's too hot in here, so I have a little bit of a shake. So yeah, so I'm sort of I've got the fan going and I'm trying to cool down a bit. I've overdone it. Too successful on that count, I think. And circles with the ankle and the other way. I don't think we're going to have any problem keeping ourselves warm. Harry and I are quite accustomed to Canberra weather, so we won't need to crank it up too much there at all, really. And a little bit of a swing, and then same leg up and around. Lovely. Okay, so get yourself a nice little drink of water. Sipping the water all the way through is a really good thing to do. It's also a lovely idea to light a candle and have your elements around you. So have some trees, some flowers, some water, something like that around you. Maybe even burn some incense if you like. I haven't got any burning at the moment. I've obviously got the wood fire burning. Your candle, obviously have water available all the time. Okay, so we're going to do our energy block release 4, EBR 4. If you do, it's the same things that I said just before. So hands above. There's quite a few times where I do put my hands above my head. Keep them lower if you do have the blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, and of course we do. There's quite a few times where I put my head below my waist. Again, if you have ear, eye, nose, throat issues, glaucoma, detached retina, any heart problems, keep your head at a tabletop height. Okay, not going any further than that. That's pretty much the only things that you need to watch out for in this particular one. I'll show you what a few of the movements look like first. We'll be going into the Brahma Mudra, which is the pointer finger is pointing up and all the other fingers are pointing down, and the thumb is on top of those other fingers. And we'll be crossing our hands over in front of our chest, and the right hand is going to be on top. What we're going to do is we're going to step out to the right, the hands are going to come up, we're going to open our chest up nice and big, and then we're going to take a deep breath in, and then bend the knees, push the bottom out the back, and we're going to blow and go down towards the floor. So like this, and pointing the fingers up towards the sky. I'll show you what that looks like from the side. So the bottom is out the back. Keep the knees behind the toes and pointing up. Now you may only get to here. That's perfectly fine. Okay, and then we bend our knees, point the fingers towards the front, and then come up. Okay, and when you come up, so coming up, we're going to bring that right foot back in. We're going to rest the right heel on the left ankle, and the hands are going to be pointing up to the sky, palms facing outwards. We're still going to be in our Brahma Mudra, and then we're going to release and switch to the other side. So that's what that one looks like. And you'll get used to it. We'll do it a couple of times, so you'll get a little bit of practice there. Okay, and the rest of it you can pretty much work out as we go. All right, so we might just get straight into it. So let's get ourselves into Tadasana first. So lifting up your right heel, pivot around so that your right heel touches your big toe on your left foot, and then pivot back. So just measuring that hip width apart there. Breathing in, tightening up the knees. Breathe out, nice soft knees. Okay, lovely. I think my body just realised we're about to do some yoga. It's very excited. Needs it just as much as you guys do, trust me. Move your awareness to your pelvic area. Just push the pelvis forward and back. And then find that middle ground. Imagine you're holding that bowl of water in your pelvic area. Keep it nice and steady. Lovely. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up to the sky. Another string attached to your crown, lifting you up. You might feel like your spine is lengthening as you do this. Nice lifting. Arms just relax by your side. And then breathing in, just roll the shoulders forward. Breathe out to the back. Rolling forward, breathe in and out. In again. And out. Again. And out. Lovely. And this time just breathing in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the shoulders up, lift the chin up just a little bit. Breathe in. And lovely. Nice release. Breathe in again. Squeeze, lift. And you'll find like you feel like your chest has really opened up there and your shoulder blades are coming together at the back there. Arms nice and relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor. Breathing in. When you breathe out, lift up your pelvic floor. It's a big muscle underneath here from the front to the back. Just a nice little squeeze, just a 10-15% squeeze, just lifting it up like a kaleidoscope, just squeezing in there. You don't need to go super strenuous here. Okay, you're now into Dasana, beautiful master pose. We won't stay in that today. Sometimes we stay in this position and do a beautiful meditation, but today we'll head straight into our beautiful EBR because I've got lots of beautiful, yummy, scrumptious asanas to do as well after it. So going into your Brahma Mudra, like we talked about before, pointer fingers sticking out, last 3 fingers folded over, thumb on top, pointing straight out. Okay, put your left hand over your heart. Okay, and then your right hand over your heart. Okay, and the fingers are pointing up to the corners of your room. Okay, bend your knees a little bit. And then breathing in, stepping out to the right, opening up the chest, and breathing out, pointing up to the sky, keeping the knees a little bit bent. And then bend the knees a fair bit. Point the fingers towards the front and then let the right foot come back, fingers pointing up to the sky, and let the right heel rest on your left ankle. And then breathing out, release the feet, coming back down, letting your left hand sit on the top this time. And then breathing in, let's go to the left. Breathing out, bend the knees, push the fingers to the front, breathing in, coming back. And then breathing out, coming back down. We're going to add some mantras now. Now your right hand is on top. I have all the inner resources I need in order to successfully accomplish my goals. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. My actions are in line with my intentions. And then breathing out, release. I have all the inner resources I need in order to accomplish my goals. Big breath in and out. Breathing in, push towards the front. My actions are in line with my intentions. Breathing out, release. Right hand over the top. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in, push to the front. My actions are in line with my intentions. Breathing out, release. I have all the inner resources I need in order to accomplish my goals. Breathing in and out. And in. Think about what it is your intentions are. My actions are in line with my intentions. We're going to do it one more time to both sides. Release. I have all the inner resources I need in order to accomplish my goals. Think about what your goals are. Breathing in and out. Bend the knees, breathing in. My actions are in line with my intentions. Breathing out. Left hand on top. I have all the inner resources I need in order to accomplish my goals. Breathing in and out. Bend the knees, breathing in. My actions are in line with my intentions. Just release the feet, keep the hands up there. Breathing in And as you breathe out, allow the right hand to start to come down. You turn your torso around to the right. Your face watches the hand as it comes down, scoops past your thigh. Breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out, let the left hand come down, scoop past your thigh. And breathing in, coming back. Breathing out. You can imagine you're standing in a pool of crystal clear water. And it comes up to about halfway up your thighs. And as your hands glide through the water, you feel like you're clearing away everything that's in your way. Your hands are being cleansed so you can actually get your stuff done. You can actually see things clearly. Breathing in as you come up. I joyfully release those thoughts, emotions and actions which do not support my vision. Breathing out, I joyfully release those actions, thoughts and emotions which do not support my vision. I joyfully release those thoughts, emotions and actions which do not support my vision. One more time, both sides. Breathing out, I joyfully release those actions, thoughts and emotions that do not support my vision. One more time, I joyfully release those actions, thoughts and emotions that do not support my vision. Then into the purification of the 5 pranas. I haven't got the name of the mudra, I think it's a prana mudra. You've got your pointer finger and your middle fingers pointing up to the sky. Your last 2 fingers are curled over with your thumbs. What we're going to do, very slowly, push the bottom out the back, and we're going to allow the hands to very slowly come down, scan the body all the way to the floor, open up the fingers, curl up, bend the knees, and we're going to slowly come back up, curling the spine back up. Okay, that's what it's going to look like, and I'll be saying a mantra as we work our way down. So breathing in, and breathing out, slowly scanning down your body, letting go of all expectations. I trust in the abundant universe. All the way to the floor, let the fingers touch, and then turn the palms up. Bend the knees, gently curling back up, reaching up slowly. Allowing your right hand to be on top. Relax the shoulders. So you're cradling around your navel, okay? And then allow your hands to come up so that your right hand is just underneath your chin, your left hand's just at the base of your spine. And then you allow the hands to switch, and then coming back down. Bend the knees, switch the hands while you're down there, and then coming back up. Breathe in. Hold the in-breath if you can, and breathing out, coming back down. Hold the out-breath, switch, breathing in. Hold the in-breath, and out. Hold the out-breath. Breathing in, I trust in the wisdom of my heart to guide me. Breathing out. Hold. Breathe in, I trust in the wisdom of my heart to guide me. Breathe in, I trust in the wisdom of my heart to guide me. Then just allow the palms to be faced up. Breathe in, come up to your heart, and breathing out, allow the hands to come out. This is our beautiful Anahata breath that you're most likely quite familiar with. Breathe into the heart, breathe out, bend the knees. Breathe in and out. In. The affirmation for this one is I am. Breathe in. I am. In. I am. I am. Coming back in. And we're just going to have our hands coming out to the side. We're going to do 3 little flicks and then bring our hands in, do a little bit of an in-breath and then blow it out. And while we're doing the flicks, I'll be saying an affirmation. Okay? So it's going to be, may my thoughts be of benefit to everyone. And out. Come down to about your waist. May my intentions be of benefit to everyone. Come down to your hips. May my actions be of benefit to everyone. Allow your hands to be palms face down towards the floor. You close your eyes for a few moments if that's okay for you, or gaze very softly at the floor if you prefer. Just feel yourself grounded. Feel yourself a lot more clear about the way forward, that you're standing in your power, that you're quite adamant. Self-esteem has expanded. You feel like you're standing in your inner strength, standing very steady and clear, with inner conviction. And then gently releasing that position and grab yourself some water. Well done. It's a really beautiful EBR, that one. I'm feeling quite empowered. All right, we've got 3 beautiful asanas to do. As I said, I think 2 of them at least, in fact even possibly 3, are new to the Deniliquin group. But there's quite a few little warm-ups, body preps that we need to do before we can head into the actual asanas themselves. Okay, the first one is our hamstring stretch. So you're just going to put your right foot out to the right. Your left foot's at about 45 degrees. Keep the front leg fairly straight and just come down until you feel that stretch in the back of the front leg, the top of the back of the front leg. Okay, it might require that you come down a fair distance. Again, keep that head above the waist if you need to, for the same reasons we said before. Just so you can stretch that hamstring out. And just really enjoy these stretches. Really, really lovely to do the stretches, the movements. And gently walk yourself around in the other direction and do the other hamstring. It's just this moment occurred to me that we need some kind of a strap for the pectoral stretch. So you can just grab a blanket or a shawl or a jumper or something. You don't really need to get too technical here with this movement. So gently standing yourself back up, nice and gently. And I might even just use this, what I'm wearing actually, as my little strap. So you just grab something that you can expand between your legs there, and just have your hands about a hand's width away from your thighs. And then breathing in, the hands come up, and breathing out, just allow them to go just a little bit further behind the head. It's a bit of a stretch back. You should feel it across here in your pectorals. Just getting that stretch. Just release, breathing in, breathing out, reaching back. Nice. Enjoying that stretch as well. Sometimes the stretches can be just as beautiful as the actual asanas themselves. So just really enjoy what you're doing here. Okay, and then just put your shawl back on, or whatever it is that you used. Just put that to the side. We probably won't need that again. I don't think we're going to need that again at any point in this set of things. I'm going to do the dynamic squat. Now you can do this one on the chair if the floor is just not going to work for you today. And in fact, a few of the other ones you can do on the floor as well. So I'll actually demo everything we're about to do on the chair. Dynamic squat, you can put your bottom, half of your bottom on the chair, half of it off, and literally just put your legs out the side like this so you get that lovely stretch. So that's the first one we're going to do. The weaving cat, instead of doing it on the floor, you could do it on a chair. So just put your, actually put your hands further closer to the back of the chair, and then just allow your shoulder to come towards the chair. You could lay your head on the chair if that works for you. This just stops you from being completely upside down. It actually keeps your head fairly high up for the weaving cat movement. The next one you can actually do against a wall. So you can lean, you just make sure there's a wall there. Lean against the wall, palms facing the wall, and then just stretch. So you're basically putting your hands, you're patting yourself on the back and you're stretching. So you can do that standing up. And the last one, the spiral, you can also do against a wall. Okay, you can have your hands, instead of laying on the floor that we're about to do, you can actually have your hands like this, okay? And you can do the movement around like this, okay? Instead of actually laying on the floor. So I'm going to be coming down to the floor. You guys can use a chair or the wall if you prefer, okay? So the first one's the dynamic squat. Again, you can jump yourself on the chair if that works for you better. The full version, you're squatting, okay, and your leg goes out to the side. So and lift the chest up. As I said, there's a lot of preps here, but they're very well worth it. We're going to do 3 amazing asanas that pretty much all need the same preps, so that's kind of a bit of a saver there. And you can either bring the leg in, switch it over, or you can come up, if you're feeling dynamic today, you can come up and push yourself across to the other side to get the other side there. And of course, just switch yourself on the chair if you need to. Okay, and the next one's going to be our weaving cat. So as I said, you can do this on the chair, or you can come into the cat position. So have your hands as best you can lined up underneath your shoulders and your knees lined up underneath your hips. And then lifting up the right hand, and what you do is you weave it between your hand and your knee. So you weave it down and your shoulder comes to the floor. And obviously if you do have blood pressure, heart condition, you're not going to come all the way down. I would suggest going on the chair for this particular one. And just reaching down, enjoying that stretch. It's quite a significant stretch, this one. You'll feel it fairly strongly there. And as I said, even just doing these stretches is really magical. The body loves doing it. And anything upside down, you're releasing, you're letting go. So let go while you're upside down. And then gently allowing yourself to come back up, and we'll go across the other side. So weave it through. Rest your head down if that's comfortable for you, if that's okay for you. Enjoying that stretch. I definitely had one side that needed to be stretched a lot more than the other one, I noticed. It's usually your dominant arm that wants to be stretched more. It's a little bit harder to stretch. And then gently pushing yourself back up again. Okay, now we're going to be laying on our backs, or you can be up against the wall if you prefer, if you're not interested in laying on your back like this. I'll just double check that we still have things happening here with our recorder. Beautiful, still doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'll just lay that there. Okay. So what am I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Palms are facing away from you, the sort of to the direction of the top of your head. Breathing in. As you breathe out, you're basically patting yourself on the back. So your hands come in behind and you stretch. You can feel the sides of your back stretching in this position. And keep the elbows nice and close to your head. And again, as I said, you could do this leaning up against a wall if you're not interested in laying on the floor. And just release that. And just laying onto your right. Everybody laying onto their right, because otherwise it gets very complicated if we're all laying in other directions and I'm talking about which arm you're moving, can get rather complicated. So line yourself up. If you are actually physically on a mat, line yourself up so your back is lined up at the back of your mat, okay? And it's like you're sitting on a chair. So your thighs go directly across the mat, okay, from one side to the other, and your shins line up with the other side of your mat, and have your hands out the front. Now you may want to have a little pillow underneath you if you like. I might just grab that one, even though it's massive. It's okay. And put that there, just for that comfort with that position. And then you're going to lift your left hand up, breathing in, looking straight up to the sky. You're looking with your hand as well. And breathing out, allow the hand to rest. I haven't got enough space, but the idea is to allow the hand to rest on the floor behind you, keeping your knees touching, okay, like as if they're Velcroed together. So however far your body allows you to stretch without releasing the knees. You'll find this is a really scrumptious stretch to do. Then breathing in, come back up, breathing out. This is a really lovely one to do if you are not feeling like you can do actual yoga, like you're like, I just need to lay down, I feel awful. So come up and breathing out. So it's floor yoga. So very, very good if you are feeling a little bit under the weather. Breathing in, coming up and back. I can feel my body really wants to do these asanas. Really, really, really. Because I know what's coming. Breathing in and out. In and out. And then we're going to do a spiral. So our hand's going to come up across. Now I definitely don't have enough space, but you're going to make a circle with your left hand over the top, around behind you, and breathing out as you go past your thighs, back to the start. Breathing in, hands go up above, open up the shoulder, and breathing out, coming back down. Always doing within your limits here. In one more time. And out. Lovely. Okay. Now you can actually just physically turn yourself over. You don't need to be watching me. I might get the slightly softer pillow because that's a little bit coarse and grabby for the head. Again, line yourself up so your back is in line with the back of the mat, and your shins are in line with the front of the mat, and hands down the front. So breathing in, up comes the right hand. Breathing out, down we go. I'm not mirroring you this time because that's just easier for everybody. Breathing in and out. In and out. Reaching across. You will find that one side's a little bit more or less stretchy. In and out. In again. And out. In and out. And this time we're going to do our spiral. So up the top, breathe in, round you go, and out, all the way down past your thighs, back to where you started. In again. Nice deep breath in and out. And in. And out. Lovely. Okay, so now we're going to actually do the Maltese cross. And again, it's probably easier for me to just use the same, not sure. Okay, anyway, we'll work it out. Obviously, if you have hip or spine or abdominal issues, and if they're really bad, so if your hips and your spine are really quite quite bad, I would suggest just going into the recovery position instead. So just putting your bottom leg outstretched, your top leg over the top, and literally just laying in this position and that's quite a lovely position to be in. Okay, so I might mirror you. Let's just see how we go here. So get rid of your pillow. You don't want to have a pillow underneath your head there. You probably want to let go of any pigtails you might have going on there as well. It's really weird to be laying in this direction, so I'm actually going to go the other way. That just feels more normal for me. Okay, so laying on your back. If the back's not going to work for you, laying on the floor at all isn't going to work for you, I would suggest you just continue the spiral that we were doing, but up against the wall while we're doing this Maltese cross business, okay, before we get up and do our other stuff. So, yeah, I can mirror you if you like. All right, so what we're going to do is I'll show you the position with your right leg. So your right leg is going to come up first. It's probably best that you're laying the same way as me so you can see what I'm doing. So your right leg comes up first, and then sorry, my brain's trying to remember what we're doing here. And your left hand grabs your right knee. And as you breathe out, you gently lean across just as far. You may only get to this far, and that might be as far as feels okay for you. That's totally okay. Your right hand is leaning out towards the side, and you go across as far as you can without letting your shoulders come off the floor. Okay? And you look across to your right hand. Okay? You may not be able to get your knee to the floor. Depends on how flexible your spine, your back, and everything is today. See how flexible it is at the moment. Reaching across and just relaxing into that. This is a fantastic letting go, particularly of past patterns and past experiences, things that have really upset you in the past. And it's also a way to embrace your future. And then gently use your hand to help your leg come back up into the middle. Now we're going to do a little trick here. So get both of your knees up. What you're going to do is you're going to very slightly lift your bottom and move it across to the right, because I'm mirroring you here. And then let your left leg go back down. Grab your right leg again and come across. What you'll find is you'll be able to get down further this time. You should be able to get down further anyway, because you've manipulated the positioning of your hips. So releasing past patterns, past experiences, embracing a positive future. And then again, let your hands guide your knee back up to the central position. Adjust your bottom so that it's straight again, so it's in line with the rest of your torso. And then let your right leg come to the floor. Your left leg is still bent. You let your right hand grab your left knee, and then over you go to the other side. And your left hand is leaning out, too close to the wall, is leaning out, pointing out to the side. I can't quite get to the floor with this position at this point, and usually I can't. It's usually one that I can't stretch. So you will find that one side doesn't seem to want to cooperate as much as the other one, and that's totally okay. All right. And then coming back up, and again we're going to do a little bit of a cheat. So bring the both knees up, lift the bottom, and push a little bit to the left. Okay. Put that right leg back down again, and let the left leg go across. You should be able to get the knee to the floor or pretty close. Don't overdo it. Just whatever's within your limits here. And you're looking across to your left arm in that stretch. These three movements are profoundly, they're going to really shake you up. They're really going to move stuff. Yeah, That's all I can say, really. It's a really cool combo. Coming back up. Okay, alrighty. So rolling over to your right and then slowly getting yourself up. Not forgetting the voice recorder as we come up. Slowly coming up. Grab yourself some water on the way up. Again, I'll just check this, make sure everything's under control. Yep, lovely. We are a tiny bit short on time, but that just means our meditation might be a little bit cut short, but that's okay. It's all right. I won't leave out your deep relaxation, so don't panic. All right. So now these two guys, they're fairly straightforward to do, so we should be able to zip through them relatively quickly. It doesn't need a heap of instruction. You can probably follow what I'm doing fairly easily. I had a kangaroo come all the way up to my lounge room, my bedroom window this morning, only about 1.5 meters from the window, looking straight at it. I've got reflective tint on my windows now, so it was probably looking at itself going, oh, who is that handsome fellow? So I took a photo of it. I might even send it to you guys so you can see. He doesn't look as close in the picture, but holy dooly, he was literally 1.5 meters from me, staring straight at the window. So there you go. Kangaroos are vain as well. Okay, so extended lateral triangle is what we're going to do. So if you're menstruating, it's the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle. If you're pregnant, into your 2nd or 3rd trimester. If you're postnatal, less than 3 months, you're going to just do these side bends. Remember the ones that we did literally last lesson, the one like 3 or 4 days ago. So just doing the gentle side bends instead. You really just can't go into the extended lateral triangle, okay? And that's going to be the same deal for the rotated. So these 2 triangles, don't do them if you have those particular things. Back, knee, hip, sacroiliosis, take caution, do a much narrower stance, okay? And just take it very, very easy. All right, so extended lateral triangle, I'll show you the full version, and then you can decide your modifications if you need them. It's very similar to our warriors, okay? So we come up, we lift up the toes 45 degrees, then we lift up the heel 45 degrees, okay? And then for the extended lateral triangle, you literally bend that knee and you come down, okay? You can rest your elbow on your knee, okay? And go into a triangle position like this, okay? All right, that's perfectly fine. You'll feel a decent stretch in here, depending on how much you just stretch with your warm up there. Or you can, of course, come down into the full triangle. Okay. Now this is very much a sacral stretch. Okay. Squeeze, which is why we're obviously cautious with pregnant and menstrual, etc., and postnatal. That's the full version. Obviously you can just put your hand on here and just hold like this if you know that going down is too far. Obviously a narrower stance if required. Okay. So we'll have a go at that one. Yeah. All right. So feet, whatever position that you feel will work for you. Breathing in, arms come up. Breathe out, relaxing the arms. And then breathing in, lift up your right toes 45 degrees, put them back down. And then breathe in, right heel, okay? And you're going to have that straight line between your heel and the ridge of your left foot. So breathing in again, and then we bend that right knee, come down. Now you can just grab your knee there, okay? Or you can bring the hand to the floor and create the full triangle. So you want to feel like you're between 2 planes of glass. You don't want to lean forward or back. And if you do need to come out of it earlier, please do. Whoa, almost completely fell forwards then. And then relax, coming back up, and then come forwards into your recovery stance. Again, keep your head above your waist, so come up to your knees if you need to, if you know you can't come below your waist. Same deal as before. And then gently walk the hands up, getting ready for your left side. Same thing, breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in, toes 45 degrees. Breathe in, heel 45 degrees. Breathe in again, and then bend that left knee. Hand comes down. You can either grab your knee, or you can come all the way to the floor and looking straight ahead. Feeling that incredible stretch around the sacral area, around the lower part of your abdominal area, your base of your torso, and then coming up and down. Release. Now this next one, also if you have a hernia or blood pressure issues or spinal disc issues, do those stretches again. This is quite a much stronger one and a lot trickier to keep yourself balanced. It might take me a couple of tries to actually demonstrate without falling over. So let me just bear with me here. It is slightly different because I believe we go straight into a 90 degrees. So your right foot is lined up with your toes of your left foot, okay? And what we do is, it sort of looks like a warrior two. We allow the hands to come down and the back foot, so your left foot, the heel turns away, okay? And then instead of going into a warrior, which looks something like this, we actually allow the hands to come to the floor, palm is facing away, and if you are balanced enough, your hand goes up and you look up to the sky. Now my foot's obviously not in the right position because I can't do the movement. There we go. And then you look straight up at the sky into extended, rotated triangle. Hands come down, coming up, open and down. So yes, we do need to change the positioning of the feet there. It's the other way around, I believe. So we come out, we just pivot on the heel. Try that, yeah, that's what it is. Pivot on the heel. I apologise, I should have looked it up. Forgot to. I was actually more concerned about EBR4 that I was going to forget how to do that. So you come up, so we'll do it. We'll do it together now that you've seen it. Obviously the same modifications. If you have any of those concerns I just said, just do your EBR1 twists that we did the other day. Just very, very slowly twisting around. And it also is added spinal disc hernia, blood pressure, menstruating, pregnant or postnatal for the first 3 months, okay? Or otherwise, if you've got back, knee, hip issues, just go a much narrower stance. Don't go anywhere near as hard. You don't need to come to the floor. You can just grab your knee and just gently lean sort of upwards, but not all the way, okay? I will actually show you from the back as well. So your feet are parallel, and what we're going to do is literally pivot on the heel, I think is the way, yeah, that's definitely the way we're going to do it. Come up, and then we push that back heel away, and the hand, palm faced out, and then you look straight up at the sky into the rotated triangle. And then hands come down, like you're lifting up a jewel from the earth, open up, and come down into your recovery. I kind of make that look easy. It's actually quite a tricky one to stay in. Okay, it's all about the positioning of your foot. All right, so make sure your feet are parallel, and that they are lined up at the same position from the edge of your mat. Okay, so breathing in, breathe out, relax the shoulders. Now lift up your right toes and pivot on the heel only, okay, and then pop it back down. So you're going to have a straight line from with your back foot against the heel of your other foot, okay, of your left foot. All right, so then you're going to go around. You're going to push this back heel away. You may need to bring your feet closer if that works for you. So up and then push the heel away. The hands switch, so now your left hand is lined up with your right leg. Your left hand's going to go on the outside of that right foot, palm facing away. And then you're going to squeeze, and your right hand is going to come up towards the sky. I do love this stance. It is a very cool stance. And this is going to create freedom. Feel that freedom, that squeeze. Hands come to the floor. Breathing in, lift up that jewel. Open yourself up and down. Woo! Hello. This is really invigorating, so don't do this in the middle of the night. I've probably said that too late. I'll try to remember to put that into the write-up, so you guys don't do it just before bed, because you'll be like, whoa, hello. Climbing the walls instead of going to sleep. So breathing in, breathe out, relax. If you're someone who's really lethargic anyway, it's not going to be a big deal. It might actually allow you to sleep better. Sometimes people are too tired to get to sleep. This will definitely wake you up. Breathing in, breathe out, just pivoting on that heel, okay? And then we're going to be moving this back heel. So breathing in, push the back heel away, stretch out, let the right hand come on the outside of the foot and reaching up to the sky. Breathe. Hands to the floor, lift that jewel up, opening up and down. Ooh, you have definitely earned your deep relaxation. So get yourself into deep relaxation mode after you have yourself a little drink of water. You will be laying there for 20 minutes, flat on the floor. If that's not going to work for you, you can sit on a chair, not a problem. And I will be most likely blanking out the video for this section, just so it's less download for you to have to do. And less upload for me to have to do at this end as well. So it's just less megabytes and gigabytes in total. So laying on your back or sitting on a chair. If you're on your back and you do get lower back issues laying on your back for a long period of time, you're more than welcome to... I'm going to go and find my... Oh no, I should know where that is. No. You're more than welcome to put something underneath your knees. Allow your arms to go out to the side, palms faced up. And tucking your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. Giving yourself permission to deeply relax. Okay, and of course the deep relaxation is also used to allow you to absorb that incredible energy that we just released and created with the EBR and the asanas that we did. Okay, allow your spine to have its natural curvature. I say tucking your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And give yourself permission to deeply relax. Move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Breathing in, squeezing your feet and your toes. Big breath in and breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feel that lovely stretch in your shins. Breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the heels away from the body, the toes up towards the head. That lovely stretch in the calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up your legs, up to your knees. Breathing in, gently pushing your knees down in towards the floor. Feel the quads engaged to do this. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to your buttocks. Up your legs, towards your buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. Breathing out, release. Keep the awareness in the lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of your torso. Breathing in, squeezing your abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, push the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. Big stretch up. And breathing out, release. Then reversing that motion. Breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor and pushing your chest down in towards the floor. That beautiful stretch across your shoulder blades. Breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down your arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, releasing those gentle fists. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands, lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. And breathing out, releasing those fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards your body, down towards the floor and even a little bit further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body and up towards the sky and even a little bit beyond. And breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up your arms, up to your neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. Without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. And opening the mouth really wide and doing a lovely big yawn. Pointing the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction and then around in the other direction. Then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push the eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release your frowny smile. And looking all over the face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Allow all the facial muscles to melt into the floor. Move your awareness to just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. And breathing out. Release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. Move your awareness to a beautiful vacuum tube at the crown of your head. You request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then you allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw, vacuuming down your throat, down your neck into your right lung, vacuuming down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips, vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, across to your left shoulder, vacuuming down your left arm all the way down to your left hand and fingertips, vacuuming back, vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung, and then vacuuming down into your heart. Then vacuuming into your stomach. And vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming into your bowels, your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg, through your right knee, all the way down to your right foot and toes. Vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks, across to your left buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg, through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand, and as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, up into your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine, and as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine and works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light rests and settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I joyfully release the past and invite positive experiences. I am power. I am freedom. I am safe. All is well. I joyfully let go of the past and invite positive experiences. I am freedom. I am power. I am safe. All is well. I joyfully let go of the past and invite positive experiences into my life. I am power. I am freedom. I am safe. All is well. And allow yourself to rest and settle with these affirmations for a few moments. And then move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball into your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips. Showering down your torso, through your pelvis, showering down your legs, through your knees, showering all the way down to your feet and your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized, and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands, and the back of your head. And you start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And you very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And gently swing them from side to side, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. And then very gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm, using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far today. Our beautiful EBR4, Energy Block Release 4, brought inner strength, self-esteem, inner conviction, and allowed us to realize our personal power. Our Maltese crossed allowed us to let go of the past and invite positive experiences. Our beautiful triangles gave us a much wider picture about what's going on, a clearer seeing in life, made us more aware of nature and beauty, and most importantly, gave us a feeling of freedom and joy, refreshed, invigorated, and creative solutions. And of course, our deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized, and rejuvenated our entire mind and entire body in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. And then imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move, and keeping your eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. And then gently rubbing your hands together to create a lovely warmth between the palms of your hands. Placing those nice warm hands over your closed eyes, and allow the eyes to open in that nice warm safe place. And then gently tapping your forehead, your temples, your chin and your jaw, going back up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, down the side of your body, your knees and thighs, your buttocks. Shaking out to the side and breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out. A little bit of a shoulder roll. And then just relaxing, getting yourself into a sitting position for your pranayama. We only have around about 12 minutes left. So what we'll do is some preparation pranayams, and then we'll actually use our third pranayama as just a very mini meditation, and that will finish us off for today. So the first one we'll do is our usual first one that we would normally do, which is our deep yogic breath, which is the one that you'll default to if you have any concerns about these more advanced pranayams that we do as well. So you place one hand on your abdomen, the other hand up on your chest, if you like. You don't have to have hands anywhere here if you're doing something else or you don't feel like putting your hands anywhere. And we're going to breathe through the nose, and we're going to imagine that we're filling our tummy up with air. So breathing in, expand the tummy with air. Then the chest, then the upper chest. Pause. And then breathing out, empty the tummy, the chest, and then the upper chest. Pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. And breathing out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. And breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. And breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, and pause. So definitely fall back onto that one if you do need to go to that. We're going to do, oh yeah, that's right. I thought we were going to do a different one. Okay, that's okay. We'll do the alternate nostril breath now. For this one, if you do have dizziness or low blood pressure, take it really easy. Keep your eyes open and go a bit slower, and definitely pull back to the deep yogic if you need to. The main reason why I'm using this one is to create that balance in your left and right hemispheres, and because we have got our full moon in Libra, so it's a way to establish that balance. But of course, it's also used for relieving headaches, sinus issues, anxiety, an uneasy mind, an unsteady mind, anger, and of course it's an excellent prep for meditation as well. So we're going to be doing a slightly meditative sort of pranayama in a minute as well. So you're going to put your right hand up and put your middle finger right between your two eyebrows, and your little finger up against your left nostril, and your thumb up against your right nostril. And then just use your left hand just to stabilize your right hand, your right elbow there. And coming into this position, just check that, but you can breathe independently out of both nostrils as well. I'll just switch hands so I can do it with you. And just closing off your left nostril there. And you're going to do the breathing. When you breathe in, imagine you're filling your tummy up with air again, sitting up nice and tall, so there's plenty of space in there to do the breathing. So breathing in through your right nostril into your tummy, pause, switch fingers, so a very slight wrist movement there, and breathing out through your left nostril. Pause, in through your left, pause, switch fingers, out through your right, pause, in through your right, pause, switch fingers, out through your left, pause, in through your left, pause, switch fingers, out through your right, pause, in through your right, pause, switch fingers, out through your left, pause, in through your left, pause, switch fingers, out through your right, pause, in through your right, pause, switch fingers, out through your left, pause, in through your left, pause, switch fingers, out through your right. And just releasing that one. Okay, so for this one, we're actually going to be doing an alternate thing as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing our switching our fingers thing, but we're going to be counting the breaths, okay, which actually allows us to have a controlled and balanced mind and significantly increases our concentration. It's called the equal ratio breath, but if there is glaucoma, detached retina, heart disease, blood pressure, or breathing difficulties, go straight back to your deep yogic breath. Don't do this one. Okay. And we're just going to do a few of them. We're not actually going to do the full version. The idea is that you're supposed to be able to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 4. We're not actually going to do the whole count of 4 because it's pretty intense. So we'll just breathe in for maybe 2 or 3 and just hold for 1 and breathe out. So we'll just slowly build it up, and I'll talk you through it as we start to do it. Okay, and breathing in as if you're filling up your tummy with air. Okay, So closing your eyes if you like, or you can watch what my hands are doing because they're going to count us in and count us through as we do the movement. So breathing in, filling up your tummy with air. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 2. Breathe out. 2, 3. Hold for 2. In. 2, 3. Hold for 2. Out. 2, 3. Hold for 2. In. 2, 3. Hold for 2. Out. 2, 3. Hold for 2. In. We'll go in for a little bit longer. 3, 4. Hold for 2. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. This time we're going to hold for longer. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. We'll have a go at a longer hold next time. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And just releasing that. Really well done if you actually manage to hold the 4, so the 4, 4, 4, 4. Definitely something you need to build yourself up to. So that was sort of our meditation at the end there. So I hope you really enjoyed the class, and I hope you you do enjoy this this full moon in Libra. Find yourself a little bit of balance there. Standing on one leg is another really good way to find balance, and finding balance inside of your home. You can get things symmetrical if you can, with your colours, with where you're putting things, where you're positioning things in your house, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, even on your body, trying to have some kind of symmetry happening there as well. And I hope you really do feel that freedom and that power that comes through with what we did today. You're more than welcome to do the class more than once. You do have a fortnight to sit with this class, so you can do it 2 or 3 times over the time. Definitely invite, one of the girls invited her husband to do it last week, which is just fantastic. Apparently he really enjoyed it. You can get your kids to get into it. There's nothing wrong with having the kids do the class or part of the class if they can't concentrate for that period of time. So yeah, and of course please do let me know how you're going, and tell as many people as you like about the class. Get them to participate, and of course invite people to come to our Isolated Connection group on Facebook to be a bit more accountable for their classes, and also to learn some more stuff about the way they can heal from all this stuff that's coming up at the moment, around the isolation, around all the things that have come up because of the virus. to all of us. So I hope you have a really beautiful fortnight, and I definitely will be in touch on Isolated Connection with some more videos as well. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.